Welcome back to Skader Things, the podcast. And I am one of your hosts. My name is Blue. I'm here with Evan, Sylvia, and I'm here with Obby, Mr. Obby Mage.
Hello.
And guys, this is our 11th podcast. Very, very exciting. We're 11 years old now. I'm very proud of us.
Well, that's crazy. You can see both ones right there.
I know. It's amazing. See him right there. I see it.
And
I
there.
See it.
Whoa.
Oh, it's over. And there?
Oh,
and today,
wow.
guys,
I'm going to hate editing this.
Yes, you are. Wait, there's one on the floor. Just kidding.
What?
Today is very special because we have a guest with us, and this is a very, very special guest, and this is our very own Rosie. So hi, Rosie. Welcome to Skader Things, the
Rickety
podcast.
Rosie.
Hello.
Rickety Rosie.
Hello.
I'm never saying that again.
Hello.
Are you having doubts of being here already? Hello. That's more of a Spunjy thing, though. The hello.
Wow, are you saying that Rosie can't do the same thing as Spunjy?
Well, I mean, for a while, they kind of were the same person. They did both marry the queen, and then the queen died. So,
wow, same person.
Yeah.
I can't be my own person now.
I know. What is it like to be widowed at your age, Rosie? Tell us. Here, I'll find you some tissue. 1 second.
What kind of widow are you wanting to be in life, Rosie? Are you going to try and become like a black widow? Or are you trying to become just your casual widow?
I haven't really thought about it yet.
I wonder if there's a blue
it's still
widow.
Very fresh in your mind.
No.
Well,
I
Rosie's
guess
still in their grieving period, so
yeah.
She died 2 years ago. I haven't gone over it yet.
Yeah,
I know.
That's very fair.
But you did stop wearing the full black and went back to the pink, so that's good. Your time of mourning must be coming to an end, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go back to your wedding spot at some point and have like a funeral, because we never did a proper goodbye. Your wife is dead. And we never really did a proper goodbye or funeral. And I think what better place to bury your wife than at the place of your marriage.
It's been 2 years. I think her body's long gone.
So, just for context, for people who may not be on Skade watching this, we had a ceremony about, like, I think it's 3-4 years ago at this point that we had this.
I think like 2.5 or like 3 years. It's like 3.5.
Wasn't it August 17th? I had that memorized.
August 2021.
Yeah, so almost 4 years at this point.
Yeah. Wow, you've been married a long time.
Yeah.
And she's been dead for 2 of them.
After the time of your marriage, your wife's been dead. How does that work out for you?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's very quiet.
Well, anyways, for context, Rosie...
She left me no money.
She left you no money. Not even any of the gold bars she stole from Africa.
I wanted them.
All those rare, like, precious things that are in the British Museum that she rightfully owns. No, none of that goes to Rosie. Sorry.
No, now it's your stepchild who has them all.
Your tribal mask from one of those many various villages.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I should divorce her.
Let me finish explaining the context, please.
Yeah. Here, show a picture. Here's a picture of the wedding. There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
It's a picture.
Now we gotta find a picture.
Rosie and Spunjy both married the Queen Elizabeth II back on
We got
Skade.
knighted that day. We all got knighted too, remember?
Yes, you all did get knighted. I know I wasn't there for it personally, so I don't remember what it was like.
You missed the wedding of the century?
Yeah, he missed the wedding.
Rosie had been advertising that wedding for like a whole year beforehand.
He was busy. He was busy doing more important things. Not that there's anything more important than watching your friend marry the queen, but that's what.
Yeah, it's just
double wedding.
She's not my queen, She's your queen, not mine.
Well, she's no one. She isn't anyone's queen anymore.
His queen.
Hey, if she had been alive in the 1700s, she'd have been your queen as well.
That's my wife you're talking about.
That's my wife.
It doesn't matter that she's dead.
You were
still Rosie's wife, thank you.
Once a part of the British Empire, always part of the British Empire. Long live the British Empire!
What
Long live Britannia.
Long live the Britannia Encyclopedia.
The British Empire. Glory.
Glory
So
to
how are
all.
you doing? How's the grieving process been, Rosie? Is it you doing
Well,
okay?
my wife is dead.
I know, and her ex-husband remarried pretty quickly, so that
What
had to
the
be
hell?
upsetting for you as the wife of the queen that died.
Her
Wasn't her
ex-husband's
ex-husband
dead? Yeah, Prince Philip was dead before her, the queen.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
what
of
the
her
hell?
son. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
Philip
so out
died.
of touch with
Philip died, and I like
political,
ousted
not
her.
political, but British royalty culture. I was thinking of the Philip.
You're thinking
and
about
the
Princess
other one.
Diane.
I'm
We-
thinking of
we
Charles,
made-
yeah, and Camilla and that whole.
Yes.
If
Think I know
Rosie-
anything
my
about
bad.
a royal
That's your
family?
stepson. Is that your stepson?
My stepson's like 80 years old.
I know.
If we
Imagine
having
having a stepson older than you.
that
don't
is
have
quite
to.
an interesting concept.
It is. I
I'm
would
sure
hate
it's happened before.
You know
It
what?
has.
I could just imagine if Rosie became a therapist and met a really intelligent person, then would the movie about Rosie be called Good Queen Hunting?
What?
My wife died.
Stretch.
My
Yeah.
wife died.
His wife,
Yeah.
her wife died.
the,
Evan,
the
jeez.
therapist, the therapist in Good Will Hunting, his wife had died, and he was therapizing he was therapizing Will, the really smart guy,
I'm
and he
thinking
was
about
like,
my
"My
wife
wife's
here.
dead. My wife's dead, Will." And he's like, "Yeah, you could find someone else." He's like, "My wife's dead, Will." And I just, for some reason, Rosie saying "my wife is dead" reminded me of like the therapist from Good Will Hunting.
Her wife is dead.
I
Let's
have
show
news
some
for you.
respect.
My wife is gone. She's 6 feet under.
What about 10 feet under? Do you think maybe they dig it the graves deeper for royalty?
Well, I like, like those like ancient Egyptian like grave robbers.
Yeah.
I have her body, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
You recovered it like in the cover of night. You like dug the body up and just dragged it to your warehouse.
Oh, yeah, I have her. Is what I'm trying to put down.
You're doing exactly what they did. You've got it's like you can make like a mausoleum that they have with like Lenin. Like you can actually see Lenin's body.
Well, she's in my freezer.
Uh-huh.
All right then.
I know that's
So-
where I keep my ashes.
So
I
not
don't know about you
only
guys.
guys, is this our first episode with well, not our first episode, it's our second ever guest video, our first episode with Rosie. It's also the first ever Skader Things episode with a psychopath. So
What the
yeah,
hell?
pretty cool.
Yay!
Well,
How
Evan, you're
exciting.
literally here every week. I don't know what you're saying.
No,
Oh,
Evan's
damn it, you're
different.
right.
Evan is schizophrenic. That's the difference, okay?
I am. Isn't that right, Charlie? Yeah. You're a good guy.
Bit my
Ah.
finger.
My
Is that the
wife
Charlie
died.
that bit
Yes.
their finger? Her wife
Yeah.
died, Evan. Show
I'm
some
so
respect.
sorry, Rosie. I'm so sorry that your wife passed away. It was tragic.
What is this?
Don't
about?
care about no
He
man's
probably
opinion.
played a role in it, for being honest.
I will neither confirm nor deny my.
If you kill my wife,
Well,
I did not kill your wife. Okay, I can say that.
right?
uh-huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm not. It's not in my nature to kill.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't. The sword.
Would you not?
Oh God.
Are you being serious?
I-
Like you wouldn't?
I would never kill your wife, Rosie. I have respect for anybody who you date.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you. Hey, look at that. I got flowers.
So
Bring
Your wife
anyways,
to you. You're welcome.
oh my goodness.
That's my wife. That's my wife.
Wherever you leave your sign, I feel like we need to bring the wife.
Wait, I've got it.
Oh my god.
No.
My wife.
No.
Yay! Oh my god, I picked her up.
Get her in. You gotta sprinkle her in. Hang on. Okay. Oops. Ah, no. There you go. She's in. She's in the
My
vase.
wife made it in.
She's in the urn.
Yeah.
Woof. Queen Elizabeth's urn. Oh, thank goodness. Ah, she's preserved.
For
Nobody
those
checked.
watching or listening, all three of you, first of all, thank you. And second of all, we're not okay. But we're
Everything-
skaters. That's all that
Describe
matters.
what just happened
Me,
to audio
anytime-
listeners. My wife is in a man.
anytime that me and Rosie and Blue in particular are in a call together, we end up just doing some very questionable things. And I will say this: I think my voice goes up by about 1,000 decibels higher if I'm in a
You
call with Rosie.
do.
I will
It's like
scream louder.
I have that
it's like
effect on
puberty is
people.
happening all over again.
I literally,
Like
we
the
were
fourth
playing
time.
every single time. We've been playing Bed Wars a fair bit this week. This last like 2 weeks with Gustav, and I swear, and I obviously I've always raged at like games, and I think I kind of do
Really?
put on a bit of and I always put on a show on Skade in particular just because it's
Mm,
funny to rage. But for some reason on
a
Bed Wars,
show.
you think you've heard me rage in it like in a game. You've not heard me play Bed Wars. I just go like hell for leather at this game, and I
Hell
also
for
like to troll
leather.
Rosie.
What?
I
Oh,
also
what now?
that's
What?
an expression. Hell for leather. It's an expression.
In what language?
I think a
English.
fellow
English,
British
man.
person is calling you out on that one.
It's a
Oh,
British
hell for
thing.
leather, bruv.
Yeah, it is. It's a saying. I've always heard that growing up.
Right then.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had weird sayings. Okay.
yeah. Leave me alone. I've thousands of years of rich history converges on some strange expressions and sayings.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, Rosie, hi. We're very excited to have you
Hello.
here. We've been waiting on this one. We've been very excited to talk to you. And I know there's a few things that you would like to not per se talk about, but just, topics that you would like to discuss. And one of those is VR. So, talk to us a little bit about VR. I heard that you
Put me on the
enjoy a
spot
little
here.
game called Beatsaber. In fact, I vaguely remember over the last 6 years you asking me for a new set of arms. And that might be tied to that game. For those that don't know, Rosie needs new arms. So if you have arms out there and you don't need them anymore, Rosie's taking donations because she plays a lot of Beat Saber and her arms are dead.
Yeah, speaking about arms, though, it did seem like in the selfie that you posted today, you were using your arms that you said you
No.
don't have in order to take the
No.
No, that's
like,
AI.
those are
That was
fake.
AI.
That
That's
was
Those are
AI?
fake
It's not
arms.
Oh,
real.
okay.
Those were those AI arms. Don't. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. Sorry for
Ever
assuming. My
since,
bad.
So, little known fact about Rosie, they own a wonderful magazine called musclewoman.com.
Oh my
And
god.
You're bringing out all the
And-
jokes today. You're gonna have to explain all of this to the viewers.
Is
They're
it
not gonna understand
2021
half.
again? What's happening?
Half
I
of the
know.
viewers aren't gonna know
Well,
any of these things you're talking about.
we
You need to be a
were-
bit more specific, Blue.
we were in a bathroom actually on this server right here, Valhalla, and we were playing instruments in the bathroom as one does in the Barbie house. Or was it Barbie house? No, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Donald's
and
Clubhouse.
sometime around that time, we discovered that Rosie's actually that owns musclewoman.com, and that's where she gets her money to be able to buy new arms and also be able to pay for the AI development so that they could have pictures, selfies with arms in them. See, it's all tied together, Evan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
remember
They-
how I found that website.
I don't remember either, but I remember laughing so hard I was crying.
God knows what I
became
googled
a-
to find musclewoman.com.
It became a long-running joke. I think it kind of originated because if Rosie has no arms but also has really strong arms, Rosie needs to go to the best place to get strong arms that are going to help her.
Well,
And where would
yeah.
you get that from? Musclewoman.com.
Yeah. Do you remember, Rosie? We were like, it actually is a website. We were like screenshotting.
I don't
people.
know.
It was
I
funny.
want to find it again.
I don't know if it's fun. It's almost funnier. We should still explain the context for all the inside things we have with Rosie, but there's a part of me that almost doesn't want to because I think it'd be funny if we just confuse the viewers by just mentioning. Weird
I'm
things we did with
confused and
Rosie.
I'm here right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these
All
women
these
are
are
so strong.
birth-
All these are like birthday inside jokes that I don't get for not being part of the birthday team, and I'm happy.
Would you like to join?
No,
You'd like to
because
join,
I
or-
actually am happy not being on that team.
You don't
Yeah.
actually have to do anything on there. Which
I-
I'm
Yeah,
It
see,
took
that's what
Rosie
would make
4
me
years.
upset though. If you,
But it took Rosie 4 years.
if I
to
was on
build
a
one thing.
team that like someone just did nothing on that team, I would physically assault them. I feel
Cool.
But no,
like
but see,
I am
Rosie
that
was
much
brought
of a
into
dick.
this. But
See,
see,
I
no, listen.
I was brought
Rosie
in for
was
comic relief.
Yes, exactly. Rosie does their job, which is come in, comic relief. Sometimes we watch a little Beat Saber stream. Sometimes Rosie is just there for the jokes. But
I promise
is
we're a
Rosie's
productive
job.
team.
we're a very
Well, I
productive
promise-
team. Ren,
promise to
stop
get stuff
shaking your
done.
head. Ren, I see you shaking your head.
Speaking of
very
Ren,
rude.
I have beef with Ren right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah, I got beef.
Why?
Ren,
What's wrong with my wife?
Ren had the gall to come up to me and be like, "Hey, sorry, hey, Obby, you should go ahead
Okay.
and use this as your new set." And they showed me like a bunch of their like build areas on like their on Midgard, and she went up to one of them. It's like, "Obby, you should use this as your new Skader Things set. I think that this is a really good set." And I now have beef with Ren
It probably
for
is.
ever. Listen, no, because this one has personality in it. Look,
I'm
it
not
has
saying I don't love your set. I'm just saying it probably is good because it's Ren, and Ren is
yes, Ren's a
builder.
good builder. I will admit that. But this is a
This
podcast
has
set right
character.
here. Listen,
This
I
is
put
character.
every single one of these candles are supposed to represent our colors.
Just can't
Every
stop
time
thinking
that
about
we
my
use the
wife.
subtitle I'm sorry for your loss. Anyway, so including the subtitle text, I always make sure that each of our colors are represented by the candles. There's a bunch of things here that represent Skade in general. I even like put up the new Skade blade. I actually went on and got the Skade blade and put it up myself because these two haven't done it for 11 episodes at this point.
That's right. You're
So
right.
yeah, I put a lot of work into
has,
making sure that this set has personality.
I
Does
don't
it
think
look
he
the
just has-
best? No.
I don't think he just has. I don't think he just has beef with Ren, guys. I think he might have beef with a few other people, which is fair.
I
do you
have beef with you on
me,
a daily
Obby?
fucking basis.
You're not wrong, eh?
You want to hit him with the bone because you can. There you go.
I
You're
do.
welcome.
I actually do want to. I do want to get back to what we were talking about though, because we were talking. We were asking Rosie about like VR and initiating a conversation about it. So Rosie, I know like
Hello.
it is. You're a big fan of VR games, and Beatsaber is like the main game that you play. It's even in your name, like Rosie VR. So
I don't see Beatsaber in their name. So,
I
go
don't
ahead.
see Beatsaber though.
I don't see Beat
so
Saber in their name.
Her
Would you
wife just
mind, like-
died, Evan. Be kind. Okay.
Would
My
you mind,
wife!
would you mind like elaborating on like kind of when you started playing VR and like kind of how you got into it? Like how was it?
I'd actually love to hear this story.
I think I saw like a YouTube video and I was like, I want that. And then I got it.
That's amazing.
That that's how I find all my games too.
So you're watching a YouTuber, they're playing Beat Saber. Guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be using a
Okay,
VR
what?
headset, and you're like, "Whoa, this is cool. I want that."
Not quite like
Or
that, but
eight headsets
yeah.
later. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it didn't quite go like that, but
What
I smell what you're stepping in.
I'll ask maybe like a more interesting question then. What VR headset do you use? Because I know like when I think I first met you, you were using the Quest 2, but I understand you've kind of gone through different headsets. So what do you currently got?
Wow, I don't even remember you.
I have a lot.
remember
I have
your
a lot of
Quest 2 set.
headsets.
How
And
rich
you
have
are
a
you?
Rift.
How rich did the queen make you in their will?
I have-
Jesus.
Basically,
VR
right,
headsets were-
I am an only child. That's
Same.
pretty much
I
answers
do
your
understand
question.
that.
I
yep,
mean, I
yeah.
had siblings, but not growing up, so I understand this. You get everything. So did I.
Basically,
Wait,
I'm
did
like,
you also
"Mother,
have
can I-"
divorced parents?
They were never together.
Oh, see, that makes it
Well,
even
then
better
you're-
because they're always
that's
trying
the
to
gold
one up each
mine.
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always like, what do you
Oh.
want for your Christmas? And then they will try and make sure they one up the other parent.
I'm just
It's
like,
great
"Mother,
being an
can I
only
have
child.
this?" And she's like, "Okay."
Cool. So which VR headset do you currently use, Rosie? I don't think I actually heard.
I guess we're in Valve Index.
The
The
Valve,
Valve
Index.
Index?
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
That one's like
Pretty
one of the
cool.
most premium ones out there, isn't it?
It's like £1,000.
Yeah.
My
That's
premium.
heavy.
Sorry.
Oh my god! How do you
Sorry,
put 1,000
sorry.
pounds on your face?
Oh my god! Ignore her. Ignore her.
Cardio.
Ignore
It's
the
about
American.
$1,000.
Ignore the American.
Pound sterling, Great British pounds, not pounds as in weight.
Oh, that's right. Because y'all say stones, don't you?
I actually do use stones for weight measurement.
I weigh 14 stones.
That's like I used to know how many
Yeah.
pounds that was.
I have no
The-
idea. Isn't it like 14 pounds equals 1 stone or something?
You would think I know that since we do use pounds.
Well, you would think Evan would know this because Evan knows everything.
Yeah, of course.
It's either
I
like
know
it's like
everything.
might be like it's either 12, 13, or 14.
Stone.
What is it,
I
Evan?
believe. What? Oh, it's 14 pounds to a stone.
Ah, Wow.
Yeah.
I think, you know how I knew that? Because Evan, I think had told me once.
Yeah, I did. I did once tell you this.
Mr.
Yes.
Talks a lot.
There's a lot of
Crazy, right?
There's a lot of like facts. See, here's the thing. I've talked to Blue about so many things and told her about so many like random nuggets of information that like she'll forget things I've already told her. So like, and sometimes my favorite thing is like if Blue asks a question I've already answered like months ago or even a year ago. My favorite thing is when like she forgets. I'm mid explaining it once again, and then suddenly immediately she's like, "Oh, I remember the thing," and then she like immediately gets it. I'm like, "I hate you."
But Rosie, he expects me to remember everything he says, and he talks a lot.
He talks so much.
And he talks a lot about things that I really don't have interest in sometimes, so it's
He's
really
such
hard
a
to like.
mansplainer.
It's hard to like commit it all to memory because I have so many tabs open and I don't have enough RAM in my brain. So like sometimes I forget, and it's also his favorite thing to be like, Blue, I told you this like 6 months ago. How can you not remember that?
He's like
this ancient political figure did this, and I'm like, what? Pokemon.
He's like the personification of mansplaining.
Oh, he is the mansplainer.
True. I'm not going to disagree with you, but I don't like the characterization.
Don't marry him, Rosie. Don't marry him. I know you're on the prowl because you know.
In 1 minute.
We might as well pause now. Like
pause.
Mid. Like we're not like mid combo, so let's just pause here.
I will. I'm just gonna say we're back, and then you guys continue. Okay. In 3,
I have a bomb.
2, 1.
Bomb?
And we're back, and Rosie has a bomb.
Or a bong, we don't know.
God. What?
Well.
Something.
I am scared for my life.
This guy start
Did you know
talking?
you could actually sit on this?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we all knew you could sit on.
He pulled an Evan.
Is he gonna start asking me questions or?
Yeah, he is supposed to ask you questions, and he won't.
Oh.
So what other headsets do you have, Rosie? I'll continue for Evan.
Oh, okay. Quest 1.
I was gonna continue for you, but then you're like, no.
You were trying to take my topic, sir.
Okay, I apologize then. I will continue on about like the actual VR headsets, and that's fine. So yeah, so you use the Valve Index, Rosie. So like what sort of separates it from the? I'm not VR educated at all. I have a VR headset, the Oculus Quest 2, and it works. But like, what about it do you like a lot?
I guess it's just like it feels the best on my face.
I mean, that's a pretty important thing to. I love how matter of fact your answers are.
That's actually really important. I VR every single day. I use the Quest 2, and it is not the most comfortable thing. I will say that. And I VR at least an hour a day, and it's not the most comfortable.
Where do you what's the not comfortable part about it?
Well, I have a different like the class part, you know, the top part, the headset.
I was actually gonna recommend that to fix comfort.
Well, so I have the one where it has like the dial in the back, and you like.
You twist it.
You turn it, but it's heavy, and I've been told that other ones are lighter. I work out in VR. That's what I do. I'm not really playing games or anything. I'm more working out, but like. I don't know. I've seen the Quest 3. Nalari has a Quest 3, and Nalari did buy that one, Rosie. The one, in fact, they're waiting on it to get here.
They have been waiting on it for like over 3 months now. And
a long time,
They just emailed them yesterday, and they said 2 weeks, promise. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 2 weeks.
What is it called? Because I know you know what it's called. What is it called?
Beyond.
Ooh, yeah. That one looks really cool, but... That's a lot of money, so I'm just gonna stay with my Quest 2. But yeah,
I will say that I go to my thrift store a lot that I usually get like Blu-rays and games at, and every time I go there, they have like just a shelf of Quest 2s, all for like $160 or lower. And every time I pass by it, I'm like, I should definitely get one. I should definitely get one.
You should.
I should definitely get one. And I never do, just because I'm like, that's $160 I could spend on DoorDash right now.
Yeah, we could have spent it on a VR headset.
Something out.
The problem with getting a VR headset is having the space enough to actually use the VR headset, which I think is a hard thing to muster in a small apartment that I live in. So,
Yeah.
but I do have always wanted one. Back in university, they had a VR lab room where they had like 3 VR headsets. Like they had an HTC Vive, a Quest 2, and something else. I forgot what the other one was. But like you could just go in there and play VR games. You could watch a VR 360 videos. I remember going in there once and just wanting to see what an ASMR 360 video was like in VR. So I was like, let's see what this is like. And I chose VR, You Are a Baby being taken care of, ASMR.
Oh my god.
It was an experience. It was an experience.
I'm doing deleted today.
Jesus Christ. My god.
You've given me some ideas.
Concerts in VR are cool.
Hmm?
I was just gonna say concerts in VR are really cool. I do those too.
Oh,
I do ASMR, You Are a Baby.
You are a baby VR.
Yeah, that's what I do.
ASMR.
I don't know about you guys.
But I said VR isn't really my thing, but it is a really cool set of technology. I remember when the HTC Vive was like the big thing on YouTube. Like all like the main gaming YouTubers, like Jacksepticeye and like Markiplier were all using it. In fact, like it's been so long, I'd forgotten it even existed until you just mentioned it. Like that kind of reawakened some childhood memories.
Good morning.
of watching them like play on the headset. And I remember thinking like, holy shit, like this is the coolest thing ever. Because before the HTC Vive, the big one was like the Oculus Rift.
Yeah,
that was more. But they would more play that like to mess with their vision. Like they didn't really use it as like a whoa, I'm playing this game in VR. It was more I'm playing this game with really blurry and strange vision because like if you're playing a non-VR game with a VR headset, it does sort of mess with the vision a little bit. But yeah, it's really amazing how fast the technology has improved and like how easy it is to set up. Like I don't really have the space to really play VR, so I haven't really played a lot of it. But it's incredible how like fast the technology has improved and how easy it is to set it up now. Like it like I remembered like the HTC Vive required you had to put like sensors up in your room, whereas like the Oculus Quest, you just put it on and boom, you're done basically. You just gotta like draw out a little circle or area in your room.
That's the nice thing about the Meta Quest and stuff like that. I will say the downside of those ones are one that they are cheaper, like they won't probably last as long, but also they are Facebook and you're locked into their ecosystem, unfortunately.
That's what I don't like. Yeah.
Like if you're away,
that is the worst part.
That's the worst part of VR for me is knowing it's Meta, for being honest.
I agree.
I hate it because I use the Skade account because I don't have my own Facebook account and you're literally like required to have one, or at least when I first signed up you were. So I just used the Skade account. I'm like, you will not push me into this.
Word. I hated them. I hated like Meta, like even before, like, you know, the sort of guy who owns it was doing some shady stuff, and I really hate it, particularly in the last few months because of it. Like it is a shame that you kind of get tied into it. Like every service nowadays just wants you like roped into all of their stuff, and I hate it. Like I don't like how interconnected things are. It can be convenient in some ways, but it's like, what are you trading for that though? Like what's the cost of that? And I think that's something that really does suck when you kind of lose that choice.
Mm-hmm. I do think that there is workarounds for it, but like it does require you to like use like booting drives or something like that, or like firmware, flashware, stuff like that. That's like a little complicated to do.
That sounds very technical, and Rosie can already tell you from trying to help me set up. What was it you were helping me with, Rosie? Modding it?
Modded Beatsaber.
Yeah, modded Beatsaber. That was like probably one of the most painful calls you've ever been in.
You just have to like click twice when you couldn't do it.
I know. Oh, Telly, you'll have to share his stories of trying to get me to follow directions. It's also probably equally as frustrating.
I say that anytime that you know you're going to get instructions told to you, Blue, you need to make sure you have your meds that day.
Yeah,
because at least that will make it a little bit easier.
Pay attention. Yeah, exactly.
I will ask
Rosie,
if you have your
Ritalin.
meds.
Let's do it. Yes.
What?
Ritalin. I've taken my Ritalin. I'm good to learn now. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
it's but actually that was kind of cool. It kind of you teaching me that really opened up my world as far as what I could play as far as Beatsaber goes. So that was
Oh,
cool.
do you wait? I think your computer just didn't learn it.
It doesn't, but guess what? I have good news. Nalari's building me a new computer, and I'm gonna be
Wow.
able to do this. So yeah, I'll actually be able to play more with you guys, so which is pretty rad.
Nice.
But also,
Wow.
Obby, another game you might like is we have played VR Among Us. We haven't done it in a while, but that was also really fun too. So
Yeah,
you
I've
might enjoy
seen
that.
gameplay of that. I think when it comes to VR, the only games I'm really interested in so far are Beatsaber,
Yeah.
Half-Life Alyx, and also Super Hot. Super Hot's also a really cool game.
Super
But
Hot is great.
I saw
Other
Pal
than
World
that-
is now on VR. That should be interesting.
wait, that is interesting. I got to look at that
I
later.
know, right? Yesterday morning, I was getting ready to do my workout and it came up showing like new games and stuff. And it's like Pal World. And I was like, wait, what? Oh my gosh.
That
So,
is really cool.
But
have
what
you-
about Rosie's Beatsaber tournaments though? Didn't you want to
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
that up?
Rosie. Rosie, you're a ranked player. That's like awesome.
Well, I guess.
It is very awesome. I'm not ranked.
Yeah, here's
I'm
some
below ranked.
Rosie Beatsaber gameplay right here now.
Oh,
I see it.
alright.
It's right here. It's right
I guess I'll have to get some of that.
here.
No, I
It's
just
right there.
I have your YouTube channel. I know how to get it.
This is
Ah.
this is
gonna
clickbait. I thought this
steal
was a
it.
game about saving meat. Meat saver. Save your meat.
Right.
That was a bad joke. I'm so sorry.
That was
Her
bad.
wife
Yeah,
just
I would've-
died.
I would've apo-
Her wife
Her
is
wife-
dead.
Her wife died.
My
and you're
wife
throwing
is
meat at
dead,
her.
and
Oh,
you have just said this.
And you decided to make that joke.
You gotta save your meat, man. It's not good to waste it. You gotta save
You
it.
do know that my
Sorry,
wife is dead,
Rosie.
right?
She drinks, or she
You
drinks.
know what?
She eats meat only. Thank you.
Rosie, for a limited time, go and take that Skade blade off and decapitate him.
We give you permission.
Yeah.
What is
Although
this?
he's
Yeah.
probably in creative,
Oh, is
but
it
it's
my
okay.
axe?
I am a
Yes.
creative. As it's a
Just like
creative
go
server.
and middle click it real quick and you can kill him with
You
it.
hey, you're in creative.
Get good. What? Haha, still can't do it.
Why?
What's the
Why can't you
admins?
kill him?
But I don't have permissions on this plug.
It's permissions.
Get permissions, Obby. Get
Oh
permissions.
my goodness. Slash
I have
plot.
someone to kill.
Trust. Trust. Rosie.
You got this, Rosie.
VR. There we go.
I believe in you.
I trusted you.
Oh no.
I need plots.admin.pvp.other.
There you go.
Oh, wait, hang on. Wait. No.
I
It's
don't
taking a
know how to
while.
do the plot permissions on Valhalla.
Can you just like slash kill yourself, please?
Here, I got you.
I did it.
Yay!
Yay!
I
That
is the
did
power
it.
of the-
No!
Why does he have ashes on him? Why does he have your wife's ashes on him?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I died an additional 2 times because like I was floating at a plot and I was still in survival, so I just kept plummeting to my death.
That's
Okay.
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
I just killed
Yeah.
someone.
You did a
Oh
good
my
job.
God.
I'm very
The
proud of you,
flow-
Rosie.
The
And you
flow
also
of this
just got a skate
episode-
blade.
Congratulations.
There's like, if you imagine like the flow of an episode, like the flow of a river, this has not been a river. This has been like a
This
really
has
like
been
a
one of the
rapids.
most scuffed episodes we've ever done.
This is the rapids,
Yeah.
and I'm here for it. Okay,
I think it's
Thank
going
you.
pretty well.
I love it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, of course
I
the
hate
two
all of you.
ADHDers are having fun.
Well, I think I haven't really seen a problem.
I don't see any problems.
That's what.
Yeah,
Rosie and
I
I,
don't
we're chill.
see-
You
I
smell
don't
one
see
step
any
in there.
either. I'm just imagining. What the hell does that mean?
Well, you know, it's like you smell like shit. I'm stepping in.
So anyway, Beatsaber tournaments. So
Yeah,
what is
Beat
it like
Saber's-
competing in Beatsaber?
Well, she's lost her arms over it, so.
I don't really know. Well, I guess I do know.
What do you mean you don't know? You like? Did you have like amnesia when you were doing
Well,
the tournament?
I've done it. I've
Well, they
never
take
been
me to a
asked to
secret
describe
location.
it.
I play the game blindfolded. They take me to a secret location and they make sure that I can't remember anything.
This is not
Uh,
Squid Games. This is Rosie doing Beatsaber tournaments.
I guess they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun.
I guess.
You're very
I
good.
guess.
Well, I'm not
Like
actually
you're
that good.
insane. No, you're insanely good at this
Like,
game.
compared to the people who play competitively.
Well, yeah. If you always compare yourself to people who play competitively, you're always going to feel worse about yourself, though. Like
Just
you
compare
use that
yourself
to
to
just drive
me.
your motivation to be better. Like
Yeah,
rather
compare
than beat
yourself
yourself
to
up that
me.
you're not as good as them.
Yeah.
Comparing yourself to a random casual player like either Blue
Like
or some
me.
random 12-year-old
Or
who got
Evan.
the Oculus Quest for his birthday, and he's like, "What game is cool?"
Oh no. You see, the
I
younger
love
you
how
are, the
Discord
better
didn't
you
even
are at the
like your
game.
voice there.
Oh my god, it didn't
See,
even.
but,
want-
like,
it
if you
just,
think
just
about it-
censored me.
If you think about it, Rosie, out of every single person who's ever played Beat Saber, you are probably in the top 1% of players.
I guess.
Wow.
Like, if you take into
congratulations.
account every single person who's ever played, even
I'm still not
you may
very
be in the
good.
top 0.5%. Even who knows?
I
It's
guess.
possible. It's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like
But
I could be better. So
you could
You
be.
could be better.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, Rosie.
I don't think so,
you
Rosie.
are.
I
Oh,
think
whoa.
you're
You
the
are
best.
a. You are.
No, I think you're the best. Mhm.
See, I
okay.
think she's one of the best. And here's the thing: Rosie is a superior being, not just in her strengths of Beat Saber, but also because Rosie is doing something very goated. And I believe Rosie is planning on going to a Pride March this year.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to talk about that a little bit?
I'm excited for you. I want pictures.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to talk about.
What are you gonna wear? Let's start with that.
What it's in like 6 months. I haven't really decided yet.
Oh, okay.
In like 4, isn't it? If it's in June.
It's in August.
Oh, your guys
Oh,
is
is
in
it August?
August.
Yeah,
Our
it's
Pride
like-
is it's either June
June.
22nd or 26th. I can't
Well,
remember.
What I'm going to is on like I like the opposite side of the country.
We have I think
It's
Pride
26th.
for us.
Yeah, ours is 26th.
I think Pride Month is also in June for us, but there are Pride marches that happen outside.
Yeah.
Of
The
Pride
parade
Month.
Yeah.
isn't in June. I mean,
Yeah.
the month is June, but the event is.
Yeah, I know what you
So
mean.
it's in August. So I have time to get there.
On,
you do.
Off you go.
That'd be really
think
fun to go to.
Rosie, I think Rosie, it'll be very exciting to go to it. I think that
Maybe.
I've never been to a Pride event before.
It'll be my first one.
Really?
I have
see,
never
that's
been to
exciting.
one either.
Wow. Okay. They're very
I'm
fun.
cursed to
I'm
never
a big
go,
fan.
though.
I was on a float once. That was fun.
It better be fun. I had to pay £80 for a ticket.
Jesus,
Oh,
that's
it'll be
expensive.
fun.
The gay,
You're gonna have.
the gays
you'll
are
have a good
being so exclusionary with their cost. This is
I
horrible.
It's
even got
expensive to be gay, Evan. Don't you know?
I even got it for like cheaper because I bought like pre-sale tickets.
Oh my god.
I think they're like
What is 6
I-
months ahead?
people like £100
it
now or
is.
something.
That's heavy. Jeez.
I think
Okay.
it's exciting though that you're going because I know like I mean I've always wanted to go as like an ally, you know, just to support it and just like kind of like clap for it because I
No,
think Pride is
you
very
should go
important.
as a gay.
You should go as a gay. I think it'd be way more fun than going as an ally. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe you should
Right,
go as
right,
an
right.
intersex. Oh my goodness.
God.
Or you could go as a lesbian.
I mean, but that's not. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's a
Let's
lesbian.
let's just say yes. Let's just entertain it.
Okay.
You could be bi, but you're not that cool. So yeah.
No.
I'm not interested in being cool.
Anyways.
Thank God for that. 'Cause, I mean,
Wow. Rude.
I mean, have
Um,
you seen yourself?
I think I have seen myself, but I'm not as harsh as you are. However,
Well, I have seen you,
I-
and
like people who are in like really bad relationships who like get downtrodden but then still lift up the person who hurts them. Rosie, I think it's great that you're going to a Pride event, and I'm very proud of you for wanting to, you know, like
Keep
take the
Stockholming
time
him.
to give it a go.
and
You know, and give it a go. Like I think that's really cool. And like, you know, I know like they can be quite like seemingly quite scary. So it's like,
Why is it scary?
I don't know, just because big crowds.
It'll
lots
Are you
of-
also be
scared, Rosie? Are you scared?
no, it'll be my first time like traveling somewhere alone as well.
Oh, that's
Oh, you're going
cool. That's
alone.
really cool.
I'm gonna have to take like a 5-hour train by myself.
Wow.
Yo,
Wow, that's awesome. Do you
And
want
I'm
me to meet
assuming
you?
this is going to be something that's in a major city, right? Like, is this London or is this
Brighton.
Brenton?
It's like
okay.
it's like
That's a city I know about, so it has to be a little bit major.
imagine like London and then go about an hour south.
Yep.
Okay.
That's about right. It's like a seaside city, basically.
It's like the,
soy in it.
it's like the gay capital of the UK.
It actually kind of is known
Wow.
for being full of gay people. Like, it is kind of a running joke in Britain that, like, it is, like, the place where all the gays live.
Yeah, it's the gay city.
Aw. I'm in a
Yeah.
very gay-friendly state, so
What
we
if
love the gays.
other skaters are going as well? Like, what if maybe Bo goes or something like that?
I was just gonna say the only one I could think of would be Bo.
I didn't even
don't
know.
know.
I
What about
bet-
Spunjy?
Spunjy or Jake?
I don't.
You could probably gaslight them into going.
Totally.
Well, I already have a friend I'm going with.
Oh,
you
oh,
just
so
said you're
meeting
going
somebody
alone.
there. No,
Yeah.
you're
So you're
traveling
lying.
alone.
Traveling
no,
alone.
no,
There's
she
someone
said
there,
she's
me too.
traveling alone. She's meeting up with a friend there. That's very exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Okay,
need a
okay.
boa. Like you definitely need like feathers, I think. So
Okay.
yeah.
I think it's really
We'll help
cool.
you get dressed.
Okay.
I think it's really cool, and I think it will be I think you'll do great, like traveling, like to Brighton.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The worst
love-
case scenario, you
love
get on the
Rosie.
wrong train and you go the wrong way, and that's okay because if you write it long enough, it usually will just go back around. So
That is true.
Oh.
yeah,
That is true, but it might be
But
many
never
hours
fear
after
getting
the event
lost.
has. Many hours after the event has ended, if it's.
but that's okay because it'll be a whole new adventure. Maybe
that is.
maybe
True.
you'll make a new friend on the train going the wrong way.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
Blue. Well, apparently Blue is Agatha Christie in disguise.
I don't get it.
Why? I don't get it either.
It's like an
The 10
Agatha
Indians or
Christie.
something.
It's like an Agatha Christie
Indians.
novel, like the
Only
girl who made a friend on the train going the wrong way. Like I can
Of
see
all the
them making.
authors to pick, why not Stephen King? Then it would have been really spicy
Ellen,
and like
but
you know
only thing I
someone
know
would die.
about Agatha Christie is the Doctor Who episode.
The only thing
Oh,
I know of them
yeah.
is there's a book they wrote something about 10
That
little
is a good
Indians or
episode.
something.
The Agatha Christie Doctor Who episode is actually really good. I know what
Yeah.
Rosie's referencing. It's
never
one of the classics. You need
Did
to
you
watch.
know
Doctor Who.
I've never seen Doctor Who, Rosie? Did you know that?
I
You are in
unironically
stabbing
believe.
distance.
I unironically believe, Blue, you would like Doctor Who. I know you're like, sci-fi isn't my thing. You honestly, I think, would really like
Is that
Doctor
how
Who.
I
Like,
sound?
even- yes.
Yes.
Even
No.
non-sci-fi people love
Thank you,
Doctor
Rosie.
Who. Like it's just such a classic show.
I do like The Boys, and that's a little superhero-ish, and I don't do superheroes
I've never seen that.
either. You've never
You
seen
haven't
The
seen-
Boys?
You're
No.
within stabbing distance
Wow.
too. I should remind you. Yeah, that's right. That's
Her
Her
right.
wife
wife
Care of your
died,
morning.
Evan.
Are you watching Severance though? Have you seen
Yeah,
Severance?
yeah. I've watched
Okay, good.
all of it.
Okay,
That's out
good. Good. Me too. I'm waiting on the new episode.
tomorrow. New episode
I know,
tomorrow.
I know. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm
Abby,
so
are you
excited.
watching it?
I have not started yet.
Okay.
You need to. It's
I'll
so
be quiet
good.
then. It's so good. It's so
And,
good.
in
Riley
college
and Nin
today,
caught it all up
okay.
like in 4 days. Like 4 days they watched from 0 to where we're caught
I
up.
watched it in
4
2 days.
I mean, I will probably only be watching
Jesus
season
Christ.
1 once I start, just because of the fact that I have so many things to watch now at this
That's
point.
true. But you should watch it when you're sleeping. There you go.
I honestly, I
No.
will be honest. I haven't even had time to like finish catching up. Like I should have by this point probably finished season 1, but like I don't get. I've not had a lot of free time. But when I do, there's like other things to do. Like I have to choose that I want to do. So
Evan.
it's like
Get
Ah.
good.
Anyway,
Wow.
speaking about like Severance, well, UK's version of college today, we had to do like a persuasive writing task, and I wrote about watching Severance.
That's
ooh,
awesome.
cool.
I want to read what you wrote. You'll have
What's
to send it
it?
to me.
I was like-
Rosie.
I was like, watch this TV show, please.
You're like,
What's
watch
the
it.
Oh, so like it
Because
literally, it's very literal. You have to so you have to write about something and persuade the reader to do a thing in that. text.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you
okay.
said,
Yeah.
watch Severance. It's good. I love that.
Well-
That
well-
would I would be like, you know what? I wasn't gonna watch it, but reading
It's a
that
very
book-
simplified
was-
version, but I guess.
If I was a prankster gangster, which I am,
Right then.
he
I
does
probably
like to
would have
call himself
written.
a gangster. It's okay.
I would have more a G than a gangster, but yes, I would have written in there.
Okay,
My
sweet.
my persuasive writing thing would have been watch the show. I have your family held hostage.
Well, I mean,
That
I guess that would have
been
worked.
mine.
I don't think
Hey,
that's
that
quite
is
the
the
task.
most Evan thing I've ever heard.
My persuasive
family is
essay
being
was
held-
on Death Note, so
I've done ones about Beatsaber and Doctor Who before.
I
have
did
you? That's
Death Note, I've done Blue Exorcist, and then I also did one on trying to convince my school to start a DAW program using digital
Someone,
audio workstations.
someone
Wait,
did one
a
about watching
doll or a
paint dry.
dog?
A
Doll or a
DAW,
dog?
DAW, a digital
Oh,
audio
DAW.
workstation.
I was like, a dog program at school's amazing. Can you imagine like having like pets in the room and it's like your job to like take care of them, like prisoners,
What?
Never mind. That's all.
Her wife just died, Blue.
My
Oh,
wife
hold on.
died.
Her wife just died of it. Yep. I'm
And
sorry,
now
I
you're
forgot
trying to
this. I
talk about
forgot it.
imprisoning dogs.
No, like there's prison programs where they give them a pet, and they have found it is like one of the best things they could do for inmates is to give them something, to love and to take care of. And it's supposed to have these great results, but it's also great for pets that are literally about to be euthanized all because nobody wants them. It's like a win-win. And
That's nice.
and so I was thinking at schools, like, can you imagine like having like in your classroom you have like a dog, and it would make me way more exciting to go to history class. I'm looking at you, Evan. History.
Huh.
If I would like have a dog sit next to me in it, or a cat, or I don't even know, like a guinea pig, maybe. I don't know.
I feel
Also
like that'd
next
be
to you.
Whole
distracting. Though.
concept for sure.
Oh, well, I'm going to be distracted regardless. If anything, it might make me focus a little better while petting a cat, because cats are supreme.
See, I think one of the core tenets of ADHD is this idea that if this condition was met, I would pay more attention, and then you don't pay more attention, and then you do the thing instead.
Are you shaming me right now? I feel like
Yes.
is he shaming me? Do you guys feel
Yeah,
this? Because I
shaming you.
feel it. All of a
He
sudden,
is
I feel
shaming
bad
you.
for existing. Why is it when we talk, I feel bad for existing after? I'm just kidding.
The thing that I have.
I think you see. I think that Blue is just jealous of who I am as a human being, and so anything that I
This
say
is
makes
the
me
kind of
feel-
marriage that you do not want growing up. By the way, these
No.
two
Yeah,
right
you
here.
don't. You
No,
don't want this
don't-
marriage.
don't be us.
In one of our in our last episode,
Are you
we did
bringing
talk
up marriage when Rosie's wife just died? That's
You know what
hurtful.
happened to my wife?
Oh my god, we did it again, Blue. We're
See,
awful.
but at least Rosie, you had a happy life with your wife. These
They
two
had
do
two-
not look like happy.
It was about a year until she died.
Yeah, but it was a
Yeah.
happy year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They never saw each
Yeah.
other. It was fantastic. And there was
I
two of them. Spunjy was sharing. So yeah.
I think it was quite a one-sided marriage.
It was quite a one-sided
It's
marriage.
not her fault. She had responsibilities of like running the country. I mean,
Or pretending
Yeah,
to run
Charlie
the
the Queen
country.
does that.
Yeah, they don't.
well,
actually
she
run
had
the
to look
country.
pretty and wave a lot. So that's a lot of work.
I have
It
to
is
do that
all
too.
And she had to pick
And
out
they-
which hat she was wearing that day. I'm so indecisive. I'd be like, somebody dress me, because I have all these hats and I don't know which one to wear today.
She probably had people to dress her.
I want somebody to dress me. How do I do that? Do I need to be the queen?
You just
You have to
you just
become
need to, you just
rich.
need to get you just need to no actually you don't you just need to age a bit more and then they'll do it for you.
I'll be your.
And you can-
I'll do it, Blue. I'll do it. I
Thank
got
you,
you.
Rosie. Okay, you're gonna pick out my clothes every day for me.
When you
Okay,
get
I
sent
got
to a
you.
nursing home and you're
No, that's when they wipe your butt, not dress you.
No, I mean, hey, who says it?
They
was
have
bad?
to dress you
I'm not gonna do
afterwards.
that.
Why not both?
Yeah.
They'll probably just put me in a muumuu. Oh my gosh, do you remember the muumuu days, Rosie? Where we
Oh,
had like
so-
remember I had on all those, like, it was like I don't know, someone drew me. I think a Moodle drew me, and I remember like we put the muumuu, the Homer Simpson like muumuu. That was fun. Wasn't it like Muumuu Mondays or something? That was
Something
good
like that.
times.
You're really relying on my memory from when I was like 13.
And you know what? I can't remember jack shit, but I can remember all of that. I remember a
Oh.
lot with you, but I
Says a-
don't
it says a-
remember. What did I
it
do
says a lot about
yesterday?
Blue.
No idea. I don't even know what day of the week it is, but I can tell you that we used to sit on
Thursday.
cakes and wear muumuus.
It's Thursday. I know
It
the
is
day.
Thursday. No, it was Tuesday, and I don't remember what Thursday
Tuesday.
was. We used to have something for every day of the week, and I don't know what it is anymore.
Don't know.
It's probably
I'm not
Grandma
as cool as
Alice.
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays? Yesterday was
I'm
fun. You were at work
Wednesday.
yesterday.
I was.
We had a good
time.
time. So, Rosie, I'd like to bring something
Hello.
up. You did something today on Skade that I have never seen you do, and I've known you since you were like 5 years old, I feel like. Not really, but a long time. and that is you posted a selfie in the selfie channel.
And
usually we usually don't talk about it. We have one little rule with our selfie channel is don't comment. Even if it's a positive one, don't comment because we don't want anyone to feel weird or like seen. But you did bring it up that I could bring it up. So this is exciting. So yeah, so tell us about it. Like, were you nervous posting a selfie? By the way, you look fantastic. Your hair is so long. Last I saw your hair was like yeah, it was a lot shorter last. You had one time shown your hair and I don't remember why, but yeah, it's gotten so long. You look great. So was that like, are you feeling like you're coming out of like your shell a little bit? You're ready to show the world who you are? This is awesome.
Like a month ago, I started antidepressant, and ever since then, like my self-confidence has like shot up.
Let's go medication.
So I just
like a whole podcast on this.
I just feel way more like confident in myself, so I can like post images and not be like, ew, I hate that.
See, this is why no drugs should be illegal.
I probably should get on some then because I get very nervous posting pictures of myself.
Yeah, it's just because you suck. I'm kidding.
I know. Well, you tell me I'm ugly.
Legalize all drugs because some of them might help.
They might help. No, we're big fans of you do what you need to do to feel better. And we even had literally one of our first, second, third, fourth, fifth, one of those podcasts. This is number 11, by the way. One of them, we actually talked about that and not shaming. In fact, I think it's even titled like we talk about drugs or something because, Obby's kind of Obby. So, and it was actually, we were more talking about ADHD.
We don't mean illegal substances, by the way. We more mean like medication.
I do the legal
ones. We don't
know
what we mean. We're going to just.
I mean, Evan does meth, but we all do the legal ones here.
Yeah. Stop picking at your skin, Evan. Jesus.
He really liked Breaking Bad that he just wanted to try it just to see what it's
like. He's married to Better Call Saul, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But no, like it was really good to see you do that. And you've been more unmuting in calls, which is so rad. And look here on Skader Things, the podcast. This is awesome. So
Rosie 2 years ago would have never been on this podcast. So I'm very happy to see you here, Rosie.
Yeah, I am. Or they might have been here, but they had just been real quiet. So.
It's not worth anything from me, but I also am very happy for you, and I share the same sentiment that they do.
And Rosie built a build on the birthday team, and that's not even what she's there for. She's not there for that, but she built a build, and I have it at my birthday.
Wow,
you can go see that if you go to my YouTube channel. You can see that. Yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
It's pretty epic.
It was great. It was the best pig I've ever seen. I've never seen such a beautiful snot-nosed pig in my life. So here's the picture. Here's the picture of Rosie's pig. Yeah, it's beautiful.
You're gonna have to send me all these pictures afterwards, by the way.
No,
it's right there. See it? Okay.
Oh, look, it's there.
It is very.
Oh, look, here's a different angle of it.
Not only for not having arms did you make a beautiful build, but for not only having arms, you made a beautiful build. So yeah.
I'm gonna cut out half this podcast so I don't have to do as much editing.
Oh
no,
wait,
it's right there. I see it.
Pig again. I see it again.
Wait, it's a double-sided pig. So wait, hold on. There it is. There's the other side of the pig.
Look. It's like spinning around. Whoa. How does it do that?
I'm so glad Obby's such a great editor. He's the best. Yeah. So.
I'm really not. I am very amateur.
But it really was like when I saw you put in the Skader Things, the podcast channel today that you had posted a selfie, I got really excited because I haven't seen. I think the last picture I saw of you was the day we were all kind of posting pictures of us as kids or something.
Oh yeah.
It was rad.
I was very excited. I hadn't even seen the message. I just saw the selfie channel light up. Whenever I wake up, there's always like a few channels that I always like look at when they're lit up. And like one of them was the selfie channel, so I was like, oh, I wonder who posted. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Rosie who posted. And I was very happy for you.
Your dress is really cute too, by the way. Very cute. It's a dress, right? It's kind of hard to see, but
it looks like a dress.
It's just so cute. So
love it. Nice.
Do you like wearing dresses and skirts? Because I
guess
I don't like, and I don't know why. I just like I will if I'm going to like I don't know like a wedding or a funeral. I will, but like I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said funeral. Your wife just died. That was so
her wife just died.
But if I had to go, you know what, Rosie? I'll wear a dress when I go to the funeral we're gonna have for your wife. But yeah, no, I'm just not I'm not a dress person, but I always look at people like that picture and I'm like, oh, you look so great in that. Like, it's so pretty. Like, maybe I should wear dresses.
You can't see my picture, but it was a skirt and leggings.
Oh, so cool. I love that combo.
Yeah.
And it's black, which is, a great color to wear. Yeah.
Obviously.
I love it.
It's because
but your
you
hair
just got back from the funeral.
My hair's also completely
Well, she
black.
is in mourning still, so black makes sense.
Yeah, just
my
not in
hair
Minecraft.
might be the same color as my clothes. I don't know why it's so dark.
But yeah, your picture looked really pretty, and I hope to see more.
That's me.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I would compliment you, Rosie, but we're enemies, so I can't.
You are dying when I meet you, by the way.
Listen, I hear Evan.
Let's set a date right now.
Listen, all I'm saying, Rosie, is that Evan has he insults every single person who ever takes a selfie, ever in Skade, and he did not insult you yet.
Yeah.
So therefore, he.
I'm special.
He thinks that
man said they're gonna kill me when they meet me, bro.
Why is he doing this?
I'm doing the Roadman voice. I always do. For those who don't know, I always do a Roadman voice with like Rosie. A Roadman is like a subculture of England. Like it has weird history. It's something you don't really experience unless you live here. So it's very hard to like explain to people who don't live in England. But when I do that weird voice and I like speak like that, I'm basically imitating a Roadman, and I don't know why, but like Rosie, like in random, would always be like Wagwan, and then but then I had to actually like imitate the people who like created that phrase Wagwan. They're Roadmen who created it. They're like basically like it's a stereotype that they're like gangsters. Not all of them are, but like it's kind of like a stereotype. They wear like black bandanas and like hoodies and like they kind of just talk very strangely. And one of the big things they say is Wagwan Don, which is like basically a weird way of saying like, hi, how's it going, like, mate?
Mate.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is dudes working in front of a camera supposed to be your way to like get a new wife?
Yeah.
Yes. She's grieving, Obby. People who grieve do weird.
Open.
People who grieve do questionable things.
Yeah, we don't.
We will link down your social media in the description so that way people can go and DM you.
And don't worry, if you marry Rosie, it doesn't mean you're gonna die within 2 years. I mean, it wasn't the Queen's fault. She was like 108 already. So.
Anyways, what were you gonna say, Blue? Before I interrupted you.
I was gonna ask Rosie a question, and now I'm trying to remember what it was. So, I was just gonna ask, like, so now. Are you like for the Pride Festival? I'm gonna go back to Pride Festival really quick.
All right.
Do you guys like? How does that work? Where you guys live? And I know this is your first one, so you might not know. But do you guys have parades? Because the big thing in the U.S. is like parades. We do like a big Pride parade, and the floats are fun, and yeah. So are you excited to see that?
I guess that's also people are doing like concerts here, but I know Mariah Carey's performing.
No, why? Is she a friend of the gays?
I think so. I'm not
Mariah Carey is gay friendly.
Oh, why not? Like, I don't know. There's so many other artists that could go.
It's like a first UK concert in like 6 years.
I have seen one of these Brighton ones before, because I do remember that it was a big deal when the Heartstopper actors came out for the one right after their first season aired. Like, I remember that was a big deal.
I remember that too.
It's like the biggest one on Instagram.
You've heard Heartstopper is good, but you need to watch it. It's really good.
I tried watching that show. Don't kill me, but I found it really boring.
I think the first 2 seasons are fine. Season 3 is kind of shit, not gonna lie.
I tried to. I think I only got for like halfway through season 1. I just couldn't watch it anymore.
I saw the first 8 minutes of the first one, and for whatever reason, it didn't hold my attention, and I walked away.
So here's the funny thing that I did. And I'm not going to lie about this. I did not know anything about Heartstopper before it came out. Nothing. So I saw it on Netflix, and I thought, oh no, another one of those cheesy Netflix things that's going to be really low budget. It's going to have a really predictable romance plot. It's going to be absolute garbage. All right, Netflix, let's see what it's all about then. Like, I would unironically was watching it to make fun of it, not because it's like a pride show. I've not.
Wow, this guy hates
Wow.
I was
He
expecting it
hates
to just be
Pride.
like.
Your wife just died.
I was
My
expecting it to
wife
be really
died.
low
You're hating on
quality.
Pride.
So I watched it and I was like, dude, this show is like, and I got to like episode 6 and I was like, oh, this show is actually really good. It's actually well made and I like it. And then I learned there was a graphic novel and I don't know. I think it's a very wholesome show, but I found season 3 disappointing. I will
Season
agree.
3 was not that good.
No,
It sucks because I did enjoy season 1. Season 2 I enjoyed it a little bit less, but I still enjoyed it overall. But season 3, it really kicked the bag. It really did.
Like they are changing it a little bit from the graphic novel too. Like I've read all the graphic novels now, and the differences aren't what bother me, but they kind of, I think that's kind of why I didn't enjoy it, because like they've changed things that like don't need to change. Like they can still stick to the story the same way, but I think it's also just how they did it. I
think it's just because
pleased
of
you
how
said that,
quickly
Obby.
paced it was. Like
the pacing was off.
Yes, and I don't care that they're going to be ADHD. Trust me, season 3 is more ADHD than these two are being right now. And it suffers for it. Like literally they wrapped up an entire like episode for like trans hate into one episode and never touched on it ever again throughout the entire season.
Dude,
that
I
sucked.
Hated that so much. I agree.
You cannot condense that kind of thing in only one episode.
No, you can't. And it doesn't. And here's the other thing. I don't feel like they really went enough into how it affected the character. They were looking at all the people who were friends with her and how bad they felt for her. Like, it wasn't about them. But they never like actually like gave her a chance to really talk about how it felt to her. And it was sort of hinting at like this being sort of a deeper plot point, something that she goes through every day. I thought, oh, this is great. They're gonna have like a full like they're gonna have like really dedicated moments, like showing the insights of how it must be for her as a trans character. Didn't even do it, and I was like, that's ridiculous.
I don't know what they're talking about.
I have no idea. I've never seen the show. Well, I saw 8 minutes.
Stunned. Yeah. I'm stunned that it didn't hold you guys' attention because the episodes are only half an hour long. Like, I thought, and that's short for a Netflix series. So I thought like it was a lot more like easier to binge than other shows.
I'm so confused.
You should watch Severance.
Yeah. Oh my god,
or Vikings,
it is
or The Handmaid's Tale. I've recommended so many to you.
But yes, aside from me and Obby nerding out over Heartstopper, I think it's a fantastic
I mean,
show.
to be fair, I can say that I didn't like Vikings that much.
How far did you watch?
The entirety of season 1.
Oh, okay. Dang, I'm surprised. But that's okay. To each their own.
I personally think the actors
Floki,
of
I love you,
great.
Floki.
They've been to all the Pride marches. Some of them are actually like are in the LGBTQIA community, so like obviously
like IRL.
Yeah, IRL. So they
I'm not gay. I just play a gay man on TV. Just kidding, I'm gay.
I mean, again, there are some people who do a very good job of that, despite not being gay. Like, there are some straight characters who have played, like, straight actors who have played gay characters who do a great job.
Darren Criss.
I'm sorry.
But I do want to go touch back more on the Pride Parade stuff, because I do have stories about those, from my perspective, because I am cursed to never go into an actual Pride event. Like, I am genuinely cursed. So I came out in 2020, and ever since then, I have wanted to go to a Pride Parade. Literally did not know that Indy had a Pride Parade until after 2021. So the first 2 years, just like literally did not know that we had them. 2022, went camping instead because my father wanted to go camping. 2023 had a wedding to attend to the day that it happened. 2024 got sick that week. I am literally cursed to never go to a Pride event. And I want to go to one badly, but it only happens one day every month or every June here in where I live.
I'm going to. It's like a whole weekend.
See, that's what I would prefer, but ours is only one day.
Sunday. It's more like a festival.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to like a festival.
Yeah, if I wanted to go to one of those, I'd have to go to like Chicago or something and go out of state though. So that would take a little bit longer.
The Seattle one here is really big, but my little town one is really fun. It's very personal, and like my whole town joins. It's really cool.
I just want to go to one.
The Seattle one is really fun. I used to go to the Phoenix ones; those were really fun. But yeah, I don't really want to deal with a lot of people. I'm at that stage, I'm in my sourdough like bird watching era, I think, and so like the idea of like being with like a million people, which is how the Seattle one would be, it's a little much.
Yeah,
it's a little overwhelming in my mental state. It is really cool, but yeah, I'm this year. We're just gonna go to the.
I could
one.
look like a doofus and no one will care. That sounds awesome.
That's true. That's true.
My town that I live in doesn't do like anything Pride related. I think like you sometimes see, like,
are you guys
posters.
homophobic there?
Yeah,
my town does either.
Rosie, don't go over there.
We're just I don't know what the reason is. I think we're just a very small town, and I just don't think there's enough investment in it. It's not so much because of intolerance or anything. It just doesn't really end up being organized. But I think the biggest reason I've never been to a Pride event is I think the first reason is I don't really have any friends in the LGBTQIA community. I think I'd be more
What the hell?
In real life. Apologies. In real life, I should have specified. In real life, I'm disrespecting.
Am I not your friend? Or...
Your wife just died, and now you're gonna make her feel invalid that she's not your friend.
I don't really have any people in the Pride community in real life. I should say.
I do.
So I would, and I'd like, and I've considered going to a Pride event, just me, but as a sort of a straight dude, I just feel like even though I could go as an ally, I feel like it's better to leave that for the people who are in the community or the allies who are going with their friends. So I don't think I'm going to go to a Pride event, at least until there's somebody who also wants to go, and I will go and support them.
Understand that. I would think though the best case scenario for you should just go with skaters though. Why not?
I mean, that's true.
Hit up a
bow. I heard in August there's a really cool one happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's do it, Rosie. I mean, I am hoping to travel around England around that time of the year. So
this is a nice wall.
Maybe
for 80 pounds, you can do this.
Yeah, it is a nice wall, isn't it, Rosie? It's very well decorated.
Thank you.
What the hell?
I like this.
Why are you attacking me for agreeing with you?
I don't see anything.
There's assassinating people for disagreeing, but there's never been assassinated for.
You know what would make this wall a little bit better?
Rosie's built different.
Rosie, you should add something to the wall.
Yeah. Don't forget the ashes. We'll put the urn wherever you find a spot. We'll make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's quite a bit of shelf space still.
Why is Lemonham's head there?
Because that's Allie was wearing Lemonhead's hat at the time, and it was funny. Oh no! Don't do it. We'll throw up.
You have an urn of your wife's ashes right there that you can place somewhere.
My wife?
Yeah.
Do you want your wife to be memorialized in the set of Skader Things?
Yeah.
You want this wall? Where do you want?
I don't know.
You get to pick a spot.
There's some shelf space over there. You can place them right in front of the G of Skader Things. You can place it between the purple candles.
Oh my god, my wife could go here.
Yeah.
But won't it cover the?
My wife's more important.
The G?
The wife's more important. Your wife is more important than the G.
Yay! My wife.
Next episode, we'll welcome back people to Skader Things.
You gotta leave a sign somewhere. Gotta do this.
Oh,
there you go. Just edit that one.
And make sure you have the equal signs. That's an established format.
Yeah, Rin started it, and we're autistic, so we have to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Signs. We're autistic.
Only equal signs.
Well, Rosie, I'm really glad you came on today. It was really fun to talk to you outside of Skade.
My wife is dead.
Her wife died, Evan.
I'm
Her
so
wife
sorry.
just died 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You killed my wife.
Wait, what?
I know
I
what
did
you
not
are.
kill your wife.
I knew it. I knew it.
I know
He
what
was
you
gone
are.
that day. That was the day you're like, Blue, no matter what, tell everybody that I was on Skade all day and you saw me via cam, so we have an established alibi. And I was like,
yeah.
why do you need an alibi? And then I was like,
I
oh, the
was
queen
not
died.
in the UK September 23rd, 2023.
Is that what it was? Aw. She died like what, a year and a month after your wedding? Would that
We
be?
know the
Or was
real
it 2 years?
reason that she died though, Rosie. Liz killed Liz.
Yeah. That can only be one Liz.
There can only be one Liz.
For context, there was somebody who was Prime Minister of England for, and I say very briefly,
A cabbage
called
lasts
Liz,
longer.
and obviously,
Or half a lettuce ago.
and so yeah, that's the one, and so like a few days before the Queen died, she actually met the Queen. I don't know exactly the reason, but she met her, and
She
that was
died?
the first time. Yeah, so well, that was the first picture where we saw that like the Queen had a bruise on her hand and like a little tube on it, and we were
Liz
like,
George
"Oh, that's
did it.
not
She
good."
looked very
And so
bad.
she did, and it was like and it was because it was her shaking Liz's hand, and so it's a joke that like when Liz met her, she like did something to kill Queen Elizabeth, which is just funny.
Liz Truss killed my wife.
Liz Truss ruined her.
You know what? We're not going to stand for this aggression. We're going to do something about this.
It's okay. She's no longer Prime Minister.
You know what? That's it. She's gone. She's no longer Prime Minister. You're welcome.
We are permanently banning Liz Truss from Skade Gaming.
Yay!
They will never be allowed in Skade Gaming.
Slash ban Liz, the Queen Killer.
Yay!
There we go.
We have avenged your wife. The best
Let's
to
go.
our abilities.
My wife is back.
My wife is back.
I heard my wife was by and I got excited.
Oh, well, I mean, technically.
My wife's on the wall over there.
My wife is alive.
On the next Skader Things, we'll be doing a seance and we will be talking to the Queen. Thank you.
True.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think that is going to be it for this episode. Blue, outro time.
Fun. Yeah, so first of all, we just want to thank Rosie for being on Skader Things, the podcast with us today, number 11. This is very exciting. Rosie has been a skater since day one. We've known Rosie for longer than that, and it's just really cool to have you hang out with us. And again, it's so great to see you like blossoming, like you're like coming out of your shell and you're dancing on chairs. I love it. So it was good to have you guys. As always, I am here with my co-host, that is Mr. Obby Mage and Evan. And thank you guys for watching. And you do
Remember,
not need to
kids, do drugs.
Bye-bye.
You don't have to like it. You don't have to subscribe. We're very much a you do you kind of group here. But if you want to, that's cool and all, but you don't have to. So
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello.